Hi, my name's John. Welcome to another edition of the Sunday Night Nightcap. In tonight's nightcap, I've actually got some car boot sale items. We did a couple of car boot sales today. Bought one or two bits and pieces. I do a repair on the snake type DTI gauge, which doesn't really go according to plan at first, but we'll eventually get there. This is the first time I bought the car boot sale. I get 15 pence for it. It's a little pin chuck and a clips one, quite a nice one. I'm going to put a close-up shot of it there. What I intend to do with it, that's the tail stop die holder. I'm going to make an adapter for it so it goes into there, so I can do like sensitive drilling. And I bought 3 books. Some nice little pictures in that one. There's a book there on internal combustion engines. Old, but it's still all some nice pictures. I do like my old books. And there's a book here on welding, metallurgy of welding. Lots of sums and pictures. There's some good cross sections of welds. A bit nice light reading. Anyway, I got the 3 books for £1, so you can't go wrong. And then I bought this nice big 3-legged puller. Got it for £5. It's a proper one. A couple of settings on it, handy for pulling off big seized gears and things. Chances are I'll have nothing big and seized anymore to pull off with it. But for the £5, it's worth having on the bench. With all the other things that I spent the £5 on that I have on the bench. About a year ago, I did a video on repairing this snake type DTI holder. I made that little offset cam T-handle that locks it, and I made that little clevis that the ferrule goes into. I use this all the time for my video camera, and what's happened, the cable that goes at the centre that locks it, the nipple's pulled off the end. They must have been badly put on. I've lost the nipple, but I managed to find all the balls and all the spacers, so I'm going to put it back together. I managed to buy a cable, it's a motorcycle clutch cable or a brake cable, with the right type of end on. It goes into there, locks into there like that. So I've got one end. I've got a bit of decent quality brass here, top of the old safety valve. What I'll do, I'll put a collet in the chuck and I'll machine a new ferrule for the end of the cable, and we'll solder it on. I've got some old-fashioned soldering here, old-fashioned copper iron. I've got some tin and solder. It actually says the Tyne Solder Company River brand. That's been in my toolbox for at least 40 years. I've got no idea where it come from, but it'll be old stuff and it should be good stuff. We used to make motorcycle cables up, and we used to use what's killed spirits of flux. I forgot what they call it. Its proper name is now. What do they call it, bastard stuff? Can't remember, but it was hydraulic acid with zinc dissolved into it. Because the name's gone. Anyway, all I've got is this stuff. It's what you use for soldering copper pipe fittings, like a paste. As long as it's clean, I think it should work. Right, I've got my bit of brass run up on the collar chuck on the lathe. It's actually the right diameter for the big part of the ferrule. All I need to do is face the end. What I'm going to do, I'm going to drill the hole first. The cable actually measures 58 thousandths in diameter, and I've got a 60 thou drill. I put a small centre drill in first just to get something to start into. That's all it takes. It'll be a good test for my new chuck anyway. must keep backing off with this. You can basically push the tail socket and drill by hand. Drill. It doesn't take much pressure. It takes nothing at all to break that drill. It actually bronze this, it's decent stuff. It's telling you it's drilling. It's a bit more than just ordinary soft brass. Right, that should be enough. Right, what you need next is you need a good countersink on the end. So when the cable goes through in the solder it, you get a nice wedge of solder building up. That's what locks it in. I'll cut it off and turn it around the chuck. There's a few ways I could have done this. This is the way I've decided to do it. Right, we'll just turn the end down. Not much to come off it. Just face it. That should do it. You can see that wants to disappear. What I'll do, right, I need to assemble it so I can get the correct length for the cable. It's clever the way it works. It's like a sort of like a spine. That's the ball I made, the last one. Ball bearing, it was softened and drilled. Right, so basically that goes together like that, and then the cable is pulled and it keeps it wherever it wants to be. I think of a few uses for one of those cables. There's also an adjuster on the end so you can take up any slack. I've cut the cable to length. And that's where the nipple goes on that way. And you spread the ends out slightly. It's good stuff to put with your finger ends. It's excellent fun this. Right, so that spreads out like that. Just to untangle it a little bit. And it pulls into the nipple. Just like that. Then when that end's filled up, with solder, it forms like a conical wedge of solder. It just can't pull out. If these are done correctly, the cable should snap before they pull out. 70 gas in the bastard. Plan 2, I'll go and warm this up on the cooker in the kitchen because the wife's actually gone out. I shall return. Right, we've got our iron nice and warm and been coppered at coolest heat for quite a while. The solder's melting there. So we've tinned the end of the iron with solder. We've got our cable in the flux and hopefully the heat should go up the cable and draw the solder up. I'm still trying to think what they call the flux we used to use. Baker's fluid. Baker's soldering fluid. But I know it was hydrochloric acid with zinc dissolved in it. That's it. But you can see there's actually a ring of solder. The solder's travelled up the cable by itself. And that's formed a wedge on the end. A wedge of solder, which will be incredibly strong, hopefully. So that's an old car boot sale soldering iron and some solder that I've had for at least 40 years. Right, I've got it all assembled. This time I soldered the nipple on once I had it together. That goes into there. And then my cam goes through there. Out the other side like that. There's a little circlip goes onto there. A little irritator. Right, clicked in. Right, so what we'll do, we'll adjust some of the, turn that, take some of the slack out. And pull it straight off. Unbelievable. I'll chop it up. And what's happened, it's pulled the nipple straight off the end. I don't know whether the solder's not good enough or it was the flux. I kind of think it was the flux. I'll get a close up of that one. See, it's actually pulled that one through a little bit. I thought it was getting slack as I was using it. Right, what we're going to do this time, I'm going to put it on with silver solder, something I know it won't pull through. A little bit of warmth, a little bit of flux on the solder. The flux melts into the job. The flux away. Watch for the temperature, like a very dull red, it'll go up. And that's it. That won't pull off, simple as that. Right, I've managed to get it back together. It's a lot tighter now than before. It was like soft, you could feel it pulling out. Now it's much better, much stiffer, which is just what I want. I've had a look at the solder. I think it was the solder that was wrong. It wasn't tin solder, it was just ordinary sort of repair plumber solder. I posted a couple of short videos last week of the traction engine rally. I went to Corbridge. There's several more rallies on through the year. I'll try and get to some of them and I'll do a bit more video, a bit more in depth, because it certainly seem to be quite popular. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, thanks for subscribing, and thanks for clicking the like button.